Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go right back to it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Williams will pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So Michigan's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone, but I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They want to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a second down play. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, that's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
The give to the lone running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bears the pressure. The short hands, it's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Quick completion on the out. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Takes a handoff. It's Coleman. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want.
It's a seam wide open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life.
Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Buys a little time. Oh, out of space. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back has it. And it's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Washington right back to the line. Williams looking for a man. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Oh, they're after him. just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gonna swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Knocked down for the tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the option. Quick toss. Spins away from the defense. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up.
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. On the run, it's Coleman. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Underwood. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over SMU. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Williams will pass. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, they block it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. We enter the fourth quarter. Let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He got it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Horton. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the move, he fires. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Got the quick completion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Horton. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's McCulley. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Check. Black 33, mouse. Return.
Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup this time.
Spreads it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Under fire. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity, the same level of execution.